Hi guys, it's Kirsten here. So I hope you're all having a good week. I hope you enjoyed last week's video, which was a bit eventful. So a lot of you who are watching my videos maybe don't know me personally, you just know me through like Twitter. That's where a lot of the people that have watched my videos are from. They see me posting about it on my Twitter and they think, oh, let's have a look and we'll see how crap her content is. A lot of people will come from my Twitter and they'll know that side of me. And you'll probably think I seem like quite a nice person, which, to be fair, I am quite nice, but I have a really moany side. I'm such a moany cow. Today's video is going to be a bit of a controversial one. A lot of people won't agree with some of the stuff that I'm saying, and it's basically just stuff that pisses me off. This is basically a ranting video. Hopefully through this I'll find other people that agree with me and find these things annoying. And also hopefully I don't sound like too much of a bitch, because I don't mean to be bitchy about it. So one thing that I cannot stand, me and my dad have been watching a lot of the footage from a Glasgow festival called Transmit, and it looked absolutely amazing. Through watching the footage, what I have noticed is that a lot of people don't know the words to the songs. You can't, like, I mean there's a lot of bands I go and see, I don't know all their songs, like maybe a song will come on and I'll be like, oh I don't actually really know this one. But you don't pretend to know the words. Never ever try and sing along to a song if you don't know the words. Like literally, I was watching... Who was I watching? I was watching Two Door Cinema Club at Transmit. This one person, it literally looked like this. Like, it doesn't work. Like, I mean, what is the point in trying to sing along to something if you don't know the words? If you don't know the words, don't sing along. Like, I would actually find it less embarrassing seeing someone at a gig, like a festival, who didn't know all the words, but was still enjoying themselves, dancing about. But as soon as you see someone trying to pretend they know the words, oh. Another thing I can't stand, right, a lot of people who know me know my love for everything Spanish. I'm convinced that I'm a Spanish person trapped in a British girl's body. Like, there's so many good Spanish songs out there. Like, I've been teaching, actually, sneak peek, I'm actually working on a Spanish cover just now, two actually, and no, it's not Despacito and it's not that Super Radio, fucking Matt Terry. But what pisses me off more than anything in this world is the fact that in Spain they listen to the English versions of songs. So why can't we do that? Why can't we listen to the Spanish versions of songs rather than trying to fucking changing it? Like Despacito, I'd been listening to that before Justin Bieber even jumped on the train, right? And I loved the song. Then he came along and it went to shit. Then, if that wasn't bad enough, I've been listening to Super Radio for I think about 2 months now, just before I went on holiday. And I remember, like, it's in my holiday vlog that it came on in the bus and I started singing along to it. So I've known it for quite a while. And then I was on Twitter the other day just doing my nosy, and there's Matt Terry tweeting about how he is doing a song featuring Enrique Iglesias. Matt Terry feat Enrique Iglesias. No, Enrique Iglesias featuring Matt Terry. What I've noticed, you go to like Spain, and the majority of them speak really good English, but half the like British population couldn't tell you a single word of Spanish. I mean, even I don't understand Spanish, but I'm teaching myself. Why do we need to change Spanish music, which is their culture? Why are we changing that to suit British people? How is the Spanish version not good enough? And on that note as well, so much for, oh, X Factor winners need to wait a year to release their album and bring out new music. Hold up. Louisa Johnston did a fucking thing with Clean Bandit before the whole year. Matt Terry's now doing Super Radio. That's not been a year, that's been 7 months. That's not okay, that's not how that works. I waited a year for James Arthur and Ben Haynow and Matt Cardle, but no. Hold up, no, not having it. Another thing I cannot stand is people who are up themselves. This is not aimed at anyone, although I have people in my mind. There's some people that I've noticed on Twitter alone that just think they're all it. They think they're some sort of fucking king or queen, and you're like, no, sit down, who even are you? Okay, so you have 2,000 followers, get over it. There's so many people these days that are just so they think they're it, and they're not, and it really annoys me. Another thing that really annoys me, which is it's my own fault, is alcohol. I hate alcohol. Some of my worst decisions I've made when I was drunk. I mean, the other night I was out with my parents. This one night I just felt like utter crap. I'd had a bad week and I was drinking that much that I was spewing all over myself. I'm just a total embarrassment when I'm drunk. I'm going to try and find as many bad videos of me when I'm drunk, and I'm going to put them in here because you just watch the video. I didn't realise it's so much colder.
I've just realised.
Aye. Woo! Yay, go hot dog! Give it away, give it away, give it away now. When I was in high school, I got the absolute piss taken out of me for listening to emo music. Those same people that took the piss out of me are now going to the gigs for the bands that they took the piss out of me for liking. But I went to see Bring Me the Horizon, and there was one girl in my year that took the piss out of me for liking them. She was at that gig. And it just really annoys me because the music that I once got made fun of for listening to is now becoming mainstream. Like, I don't understand that. Okay, probably the most annoying thing on this list, dating. I fucking can't stand dating because it's just so unnecessary stress. It's so much unnecessary stress. Every time I've been on a date with someone, I have been terrified before it, and then it's never worked out anyway. This is a brief one, but one thing that stresses me out is to see that fucking Sidemen mystery murder thread. Oh my good god. Like, we know who it was now, but my god, I could not get my head around that at all. I was reading it and I was like, yeah, no, I genuinely can't make up my mind who it's going to be because I'm too dumb for this. Now, one thing that stresses me out, it's not quite as important as the other stuff, but the price of merch these days, like band merch and stuff, it's kind of ridiculous. When I first started going to gigs, I used to spend like a tenner on a t-shirt. Now it's like £30 for a top, and I'm like, what? Why does a bit of material cost that much money? I don't get it. Teen Wolf. I have finished all of Teen Wolf and I can't watch season 6 anywhere. Like, I've looked online, nothing on Netflix, 6A is nowhere, and it's literally like a week until the second half of season 6 comes out and everyone's talking about how they can't wait to fucking see it, and I can't watch it. I can't even watch 6A, so everyone's talking about all these spoilers and I'm like, oh well great, you've just fucking ruined it for me now. American TV, sort yourself out for Britain because like this is unfair. Now don't even start me on my height. It's probably the most annoying thing. See at gigs, can't see unless you're the front row. See from a supermarket, can't reach on the top shelf. You feel like you need to wear heels on a night out because you're that small, and then your feet are killing you. See when a band goes on tour, or anyone goes on tour, and they're like, oh yeah, we're doing a UK tour, and I'm like, yes, I can go see you. But they miss out Scotland. We do exist. We may be a shit little country at the top of the UK, but we're still here. I don't even know what else to say. It annoys me. On that note, another thing that really stresses me out is the lack of events in Scotland. Don't get me wrong, we had Tea in the Park, we had Transmit this year, but like that's the only really big thing we have. YouTube wise, we have no events. The last time I think we had a Scottish meetup was fucking Jake Mitchell like 2 years ago. Which, I mean, come on. It's not exactly the most popular person on YouTube, is it? Years ago I met Marcus Butler, but I had to travel to Manchester to do it, and I was lucky enough to have a member of my family drive me down to Manchester just to meet him, the Sidemen. I'm not taking a dig at all by saying this, but they've done events in Wales, they've done an event in the north of England, they've done loads in London, so it's all the same people meeting them, and I am so happy because out of my group chat that I have on Twitter, I think 2 or 3 of them are going down to London for Upload. which is amazing. I am so happy for them, for the fact that they'll get to meet them. But not everyone can afford to go down to London and stay there for a couple of days to meet them. I mean, I can't, that's why I'm not going, and I'm one of the oldest ones in the group chat. There's fucking 16-year-olds going and I'm not. It's annoying because I feel like all the same people get to meet them over and over and over again. It's kind of gutting because, not to sound cringy or anything, but the Sidemen literally saved my life and I can't get the chance to thank them in person because I can't afford to. Another thing that annoys me, I wear glasses and a lot of people who have glasses like mine, like where are they? So they're these ones, they're thick lens. So see if you're at a gig and it's warm, you ain't seeing anything because these things are steaming up. I'm telling you now, you will not see. You'll be sitting there with them down your nose going, try to cool yourself down. Doesn't happen. Or when you go on holiday and you've got a tan line there. But I don't have contacts, so I need to wear my glasses. So there's literally no way around it. One thing that from watching a lot of festival footage that I've noticed really annoys me is unnecessary mosh pits. A mosh pit was originally started at like heavy metal gigs and rock gigs. Why am I watching people moshing to Stormzy? No, stop it. You mosh pit to heavy bands like Bring Me the Horizon, maybe even All Time Low, I don't know, whatever floats your boat, but it's rock music. Oh my god, it's just... Now, this, I don't really want to say this because the person that I'm going to speak about, I love them. But I'm sorry, Stormzy's great, I love Stormzy. But there's better grime artists out there that don't get the recognition they deserve. Stormzy's doing like Glastonbury main stage and it's all fun and dandy, right? But where's JME? Where's KSI? Like, it's just... I'm not saying he doesn't... I swear to god if my neighbour's dog starts barking. Like, don't get me wrong, Stormzy's getting the recognition he deserves, and he does deserve everything he's getting, but there's others that I think are better than him, and they're not really getting much mainstream notice at all. And it's the same with a lot of Scottish bands as well. We have so much good music in this country, and hardly any of it gets recognised. I can name at least 10 artists that deserve more recognition than they get. Okay, Ocean, Honeygrip, Prides, Fatherson, The Lapel, The LaFontaines, The Van Tees, Jerry Cinnamon, Lewis Capaldi. There's a band called Pyramids that I seen the other week. They're really good. That's 10, right? Okay, we'll go with that. But there's just so many Scottish acts that deserve way more recognition than they are getting. Okay, one thing that really stresses me out. There's a song by Biffy Clyro called Stinging Bell. Now, the song doesn't annoy me. I absolutely love Biffy Clyro. But what I can't stand is that every single time I hear that song live, I cry. Like, I actually bawl my eyes out, and I don't know why. And I'm like, why am I crying at this? This isn't even an emotional song, and yet I'm like sitting with tears streaming down my face for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Anyway, sorry if this has been a bit of a long one. Thank you for listening to me ranting. And I'm also sorry if I've offended anyone with this. Thank you for watching this week's video, and I will see you next week for another one. See ya!